pulse rates listed below are pulse rates beats per minute of females selected from data set 1, titled Body Data, in Appendix B. All of those pulse rates are even numbers. Is there a pulse rate that appears to be an outlier, and what is its value? Okay, well, let's figure out what is the lowest value in the data set. Well, we can see here that 36 is the lowest value. Okay, and then what is the highest data value in the data set, which is 94. So that means we probably want to go from like 35 to maybe 95 or 100. So we're going to go in increments of 5. So the first one we're going to start out with is 35, and then 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, and then 95. So that's going to contain all the data. Now if you notice, the first one we have is 36. Okay, so that means we're going to have a dot that's just a little bit over 35, and that's going to represent the first one. Okay, then do we have any values that are near 40? So let's go ahead and take a look. We don't have anything that's near 40. How about 45? No. How about 50? Do we have anything close to 50? So let's see here. The next number that is the closest to 36 looks like it's 56. And then there's another 56. So there's two of them. So that means right beyond 55, we're going to have one dot there and then another dot there. And that's going to represent those two dots. So now that represents those right there. Okay, and then we have the first one. Okay, now the next one, the next number after 56 looks like we have 58. And we only have one of them. So therefore, that's going to be right before 60 and in between 55 and 60. So therefore, that's going to represent our 58. Okay, now after 58, then the next closest value is 60. So therefore, right at 60, we're going to have one dot. Okay, and then the next one, we have, let's see here, 60, and then the next one is 64. And then we have another 64. So we have two right before 65. So therefore, there are our dots for 64. Okay. And the next one we have is, let's see, 66. So we have 1, we have 2, and then we have 3. So therefore, we have right after 65 is 3 dots for each for the 3 66s that we have. Okay. Next, after 66, we have, let's see here, 78 or 76. So there's one 76. So then outside of 75, we have another dot which represents, oops, let's go ahead and bring that back, which is 76 there. Okay, and then next, after that, we have 1, 2, 3 78s. So that means right here, we should have 3 dots for the 3 78s that we have. Okay, and let me go ahead and change that to our highlighter so it doesn't cover up those numbers. So our highlighter here, so we have 78. And again, we have 3 of those dots at 78. Okay, now the next one, we have the following. So after 78, we have 80, 80 over here. So we have 1 at 80. Okay, and then the next one, okay, we have 82. So we have 1 at 82, which is right there. Okay, and then we have an 84. So right before 85, there's an 84. Okay, and then the next one, we have 86. So therefore, there's 86. And then we have an 88. Which is right before our 90. And then the last one we have is 94, which is right before 95. So therefore, there is our dot plot. Now we need to ask our question. Is there a pulse rate that appears to be an outlier, and what is its value? Well, if you take a look here, the pulse rate of 36, okay, which is over here, is an outlier because it appears far away from the particular data.